had 2 targets. Baffles me, only had 2 targets. But I don't know. The Cowboys are just a more talented team than the Bills. Everyone can see that. Hopefully we don't get out-coached. That's all I have to say.
I think you'll get out-coached, and I do think the Bills have more talent. I think everything about your team's offense, it doesn't run through Zeke. It doesn't run through Dak. It runs through Amari Cooper. You neutralize Amari Cooper, and the Cowboys can't do diddly squat. And that was once again proven by the matchup this past week against the Patriots. You scored 0 touchdowns. You're the highest scoring offense in the league this year, and you did nothing.
But also, I'm giving Dak the benefit of the doubt because the conditions were horrendous. Monsoon, 20-mile-per-hour winds, and he plays for Jason Garrett. So
interestingly, the 42-year-old with the bad elbow didn't have any problems with the 20-mile-per-hour winds and the rain.
I mean, he did not really play that well. In fact, the Cowboys actually outgained the Patriots on the day by like 40 yards. But if it wasn't for that block punt, we would have 100% won the game. But it happened because we would have. You guys didn't move the ball at all. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say. The Cowboys are mediocre at best, but so are the Bills. So I can't wait for the Bills to lose in the wild card round so I can again make fun of that guy on Twitter.
Well, I definitely think the Bills will lose in the wild card round, but that's a different story. Buffalo defense held the Broncos to 134 net yards of offense last week.
That's not impressive. Brian, whatever his name is a scrub.
Ezekiel Elliott totaled 126 scrimmage yards, 86 rushing, 40 receiving, and a loss to the Patriots. By the way, the number 1 defense in the league, the one defense that everyone says, oh, you can run on the Patriots all you want. Zeke didn't get his 100.
No, but he had a significantly better game than he had the previous 2 weeks.
Yeah, and guess what? People might say the Patriots have a bad run defense. People will also tell you Buffalo's got a good run defense. I say Buffalo
their defense could actually be run on.
It's another Monty special right here.
Adam and Eve on a raft, a cup of muck, and an upset special.
And they'll take the turducken trophy.
No. Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Oh, it's going
to happen. But if it does happen.
With the injuries before you two drone on any longer. Leighton Vander Esch, Zach Martin, and Lyle Collins are all listed as questionable. Antoine Woods is listed as doubtful.
Yeah, Antoine's not going to play.
MCL sprain.
Covington's going to take his place.
For the Buffalo Bills, tackle Ty Neske has an ankle injury that will prohibit, pretty much going to keep him out of the game. Center Mitch Morse has a finger injury. He's practicing on a limited basis. And receiver Robert Foster is nursing a hamstring. I don't expect him to play. Basically, anybody who came out of Sunday with a hamstring and is playing on Thursday is most likely not going to play.
Also, let's not forget, this is the Cole Beasley, in quotations, revenge game, even though it's not good enough to have a revenge game. But
says the guy who could really use Cole Beasley right now.
Right.
We could not use him. Randall Cobb is so much better. The guy's been on fire lately.
And Dak Prescott doesn't know where he is half the time on the field.
Well, right, because he's too busy honing in on Amari Cooper, and then when he realizes he can't throw it to Amari, he's screwed.
You guys are crazy, honestly.
Gallup James is taking the Cowboys. I think he just disagrees with your assessment of the game.
Well, we'll see when we win 30-20.
Thursday night football will feature the New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons. The Saints are 5th in the power rankings. The Falcons are 27th. The Saints are favored by 7 in this particular game. It is the second consecutive season that these two teams will meet on Thanksgiving and at Thanksgiving night. Last season, Drew Brees threw 4 touchdown passes. Cam Jordan recorded 2 sacks. They beat the Falcons 31-17. I say history will repeat itself like Turkey Day dinner will during this game. Saints win. Saints win. James and Kevin also think the Saints win. Right, James?
Yeah. So pause on that. Because even though I did pick the Saints only because they got blasted at home the last time these two teams met, I am cautiously picking the Saints this time, only because, one, they have to play better than last time, and two, revenge factor. But again, this is the type of game that you never know what's going to happen. Again, records out the window, like I said the last time, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons win again. That being said, don't be too eager for a Saints blowout win, considering both Andres Pete and Terran Armstead, starting tackles for the Saints, are both out.
Ooh, not good. Not good.
No.
Also, don't start Alvin Kamara in DraftKings, whatever you do, because the guy's a joke. Just doesn't get enough volume. And I made that same mistake the last 2 weeks, and it cost me a lot of money. So that's my word of advice for you DraftKings players.
Listen, I was doing great playing the nickel and dime games on DraftKings and FanDuel, and then all of a sudden the bottom dropped out. It's really annoying.
Oh, yeah. I love when the bottom drops out. Not. Oh, my God. The bottom dropped out for me in week 5. I'm not going to lie.
Other players on the Saints injury report include center Will Clapp, fullback Zach
That's
Line,
3/5 of the offensive line. My God.
Cornerback Marshawn Lattimore is nursing a hamstring. Remember what I said about that a few minutes ago. And receiver Deontay Harris, doesn't say what his injury is, but he was limited in practice on Tuesday. For the Falcons, players who were listed as questionable include Sherrod Niesman, safety, Austin Hooper and Luke Stalker, but the tight ends, Julio Jones, who's almost always on the injury report, and Tack McKinley. They're all questionable with various shoulder, knee, and back injuries.
The most important question really is, will Michael Thomas have 8+ receptions?
Yes.
I know, right? He's a guy's a beast. I love him so much.
The Saints claim that there are other receivers on their depth chart, but Drew Brees only throws to Michael Thomas. And Michael Thomas
Ginn
is the only
showed
one
up.
catching the ball.
Old man Ginn showed up last week.
He did show up last week.
If you say so. But the Saints offense reminds me of Orlando Jones' kept. You remember Orlando Jones in The Replacement, where he's like,
yes,
Clifford Robinson's the only one out there catching the ball. And he's the only one going to receive the ball. It speaks to that's basically what the Saints offense is. Michael Thomas is the only one out there running the routes. He's the only one out there catching the ball.
I know. I don't understand why teams don't double team him. It makes no sense.
I think teams do double team him, and it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
There's like 2 receivers that it doesn't matter what you do, they're going to get open, and that's Michael Thomas and DeAndre Hopkins. You can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them.
Well, the referee stopped DeAndre Hopkins a couple of weeks ago in Baltimore when they refused to overturn and the replay and call pass interference when they forgot to throw the flag. So the refs can stop.
Yeah, the refs are capable of stopping anyone. They're horrible.
Well, perhaps the refs will be stuffing their faces with all the goodings. All the goodings,
Also,
all the fixings.
All the goodings.
Going back to the Cowboys Bills, I expect the Cowboys.
Oh my gosh!
Do we have to wait? Top. We're done with the Cowboys and the Bills.
But I expect them to get some favorable calls tomorrow. Honestly, I do.
Gosh.
No, I do not. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our Thanksgiving Day preview. This might be the shortest episode of Next Fan Up ever in the history of the show. I'm quite proud of this. This is definitely going to the Hall of Fame, podcast awards, you name it. We nailed it on this one.
AVN awards. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
We don't need to go there.
Sorry. No need to go there.
All right. Don't Google that, ladies and gentlemen. That you don't want to know. All right.
I think everyone already knows.
What you can Google is Next Fan Up, or go to Twitter at NFU Podcast, or go to Facebook.com/NFU Podcast to find more of our lovely show. And of course, at a later date, we'll have the rest of your Week 13 previews. That later date being noon on Thanksgiving. That's when it'll go live. So if you're listening to this now, perhaps you're listening to it before noon on Thanksgiving. I mean, if you're listening to this afternoon on Thanksgiving, then I don't know what's wrong with you, but hey, that's fine, I suppose. All right, there you go.
Listen's a listen, you know?
Hey, guess what? I hear Andy Dalton got his job back. We'll find out
Oh, God.
in our next show. Here he is right now. There you have it.
I never even heard his interview, so I don't know the context in which it was said. I don't know what he said before. I don't know what he said after. So I still haven't seen it. I'm not going to watch it. I don't care, But, I've got no ill will towards Jay. There's no feud between me and Jay. I think we lost the game. He said what he said, and, we're moving on. That's in the past now.